George Jones. I was on the bus. I was a Jones boy at the time, playing rhythm guitar with them. We were going to Jamestown, Pennsylvania on the bus. George and I had been missing for about a week. And had been looking for us in the helicopters and everything else. And we went and got one of the cheapest motels that we could find in Waynesboro, Tennessee. George said, "They'll never think to look for us in this little Indian motel." And so when we finally came in, we were on the bus going to Jamestown, Pennsylvania on a tour, and I was naughty back in those days. I drank and caroused a little bit with George. They were into it in the back of the bus, and one of them said, "We're going to have to hold on or we're never going to make it." They would get into it over who had the highest chart record or who made the most money or who was headlining the show, and they were both superstars. And one of them said, "We're not going to make it." And the other one said, "You're right about that." So I jotted that down. And that night at the Holiday Inn, after the show, I always picked at Tammy a lot, aggravated her. And I went up to the lounge, and I went in and I said, "Tammy Wynette told me to come up here and set everybody in the lounge up with drinks, and she would take care of the tab." And $300-something, and she was furious. And I started writing, "We're going to hold on." And I had a verse and a chorus and a melody, and I went down to the room, and I always tell people, she was fixing George's hair. And I walked in, I carried a little nylon guitar with me to write with, and I drug it around. And I went in and I said, "George, I'm writing a song. I'd like you to help me finish it." And so I sat down and started singing, "We're going to hold on." And he helped me finish the song and became their first #1 duet together. And I would like to get Sue Richards, that sang for Tammy for about 18 years, to come up and do Tammy's part. I'm going to try to do George's part. If there's such a thing. Life can't be It's been a long time since we've done this. This is my oldest friend that I've got in the world. She was about 12 when I met her, and she sang with her parents. And we used to play and sing little armory buildings and things around Mississippi and Alabama. And I had a crush on her. I thought she was the sweetest, most graceful person in the world. And but later on, I met the real graceful one, Charlene. 50 years ago, will be very shortly in July. But this is my old friend Sue. We're going to try, we're going to hold on.
Life can be rough, sometimes it's kind. We know we're right by holding on. Is that right, Nina? Life can be rough, sometimes it's, oh yeah, I know. A real good life is hard to find.
But the best life is the one we know.
Makes it grow. I don't know.
Some love lives, some love
Till
don't.
we had practice.
We've got the kind of love we want. It brings us happiness all through the day. And Nothing's gonna ever make it go away.
We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on to each other.
Sliding down a little bit here, we slide down. You're going there. Time will tell if we're right or wrong. We know we're right by holding on. And the future is set for you and me, filled with love the way we both want it to be.
We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold